What's poppin' people, my name is Duckhead, and today I'd like to discuss the notion that I've been seeing pushed in the Dead by Daylight community over the past few weeks that Save the Best for Last is somehow a broken or too strong of a perk. And I've been seeing fucking YouTubers say this shit, like popular YouTubers. I've been seeing Redditors say it, I've been seeing commenters say it, and I disagree wholeheartedly with that notion. So first of all, what are my criteria for a perk to be broken in Dead by Daylight? There are two criteria I believe have to be met. First of all, the shit has to be uncounterable. Second of all, the shit has to be ubiquitous. So the perks that met those two criteria in recent memory for me were Old Dead Hard and Old Eruption. Old Dead Hard was fucking uncountable. There's nothing you could do to counter it. If you swung at somebody that had Dead Hard, they had iframes. You could not hit them through it. If you were chasing someone on the jungle gym and they wanted to extend the chase, they Dead Hard. If you read it correctly, you don't hit them. If you don't read it correctly, you still don't hit them. They extend the chase and they get to a window, they get to a pallet, whatever have you, extend the chase by about a minute or two. That was uncountable. It was also ubiquitous. Every single survivor was running Dead Hard. There was a point in time in Dead Hard's life cycle where you would legitimately hop into a lobby and 4 fucking people were running Dead Hard in back-to-back games. It was ridiculous. Old Eruption was fucking stupid. It was retarded. It was uncounterable. If someone's getting chased across the map, even if you know they're being chased and you're on a gen that's been kicked with Eruption, there is absolutely nothing you could do. You want to stay off the gen and wait till that person goes down? Cool. Well, you're wasting valuable gen time. You want to stay on the gen and gamble? Well, cool. Because you just got hit with Eruption. You're incapacitated now for 25 fucking seconds. You can't heal. You can't do gens. And on top of that, the gen gets hit for about 10%. That was fucking retarded. It was also ubiquitous, which means every single killer was viable on. Every single killer. In Eruption's prime, every single killer you played was running Eruption. Fucking, it was viable on Nurse. It was viable on the Chainsaw Killers, Hillbill and Leatherface. It was viable on Trapper. It was viable on Plague. It was viable on Hag, Spear. Every single killer was viable on. Every single one. Now, let's think to ourselves. Let's analyze this. Does Save the Best for Last reach any of that? Meet any of those, either of those criteria? Let's talk about, let's say if it's counterable. Is it uncounterable? Save the Best for Last uncounterable. Fuck no, it's not uncounterable. If you are the Obsession and you throw yourself at the killer, you render that perk fucking useless. If you're the Obsession and you know that a killer has Save the Best for Last, you render that shit absolutely useless. And other people stay away from the goddamn killer, you render Save the Best for Last absolutely fucking useless. Also, you can still loop the goddamn killer, right? Even if they have a bunch of stacks to Save the Best for Last. Run your ass in a straight goddamn fucking line. Stop trying to spam people. Run your ass in a straight line. If the killer hits you, run to a safe area. Don't try to spin. Don't try to juke. Don't run to a dead space. And you're good. You can still make windows. You can still do whatever have you, right? Is the perk ubiquitous? And ubiquitous meaning, is it viable on every single killer? Are you going to see every single killer running Save the Best for Last? Fuck no. It's not good on Nurse. It's not good on Chainsaw Killers, Hillbill and Leatherface. It's not good on fucking Plague. It's not good on Artist. It's not good on Hag. It's not good on fucking, it's not good on the Projectile Killers, Huntress, right? Huntress and Trickster. Do I need to go on? So it's not ubiquitous because it's not viable on every single killer. So the two criteria for Save the Best for Last to be nerfed, they aren't even met. You can counter Save the Best for Last, and on top of that, it's not viable for every single killer. Now let me address the argument, oh, it makes it easier to face camp. So fucking what, bro? It makes it easier to face camp. And on top of that, we have the face camp changes in Dead by Daylight now. For Save the Best for Last, the correct way to use it is not to face camp people, unless you're an in-game, then you have no choice. But the correct way to use Save the Best for Last, it's a pressure perk. You have to make pressure. You have to put pressure on the survivors. And that's done by hooking somebody and fucking off from that hook, going to a gen, going to an objective, and contesting those survivors near that objective. If you just stay near one fucking survivor the whole time, you down somebody, you get 2 stacks. Great. You have fucking 2 stacks, bro. And you're not even using your perk correctly. You need to go pressure people. You can't face camp. And plus now, you can't face camp anyway because they're going to Kobe off the hook if you stay near them for too long. Right? So that whole face camping shit, that shit doesn't make any sense to me because of the face camp changes where you can Kobe off the hook. And on top of that, it's a pressure perk. It requires setup. You can't just kill one person and fucking make the perk viable. So those are my reasons for why Save the Best for Last is a fine perk. I personally think it's fucking healthy for the game because it encourages you to beat the ass of multiple survivors and not just one fucking person. Right? I don't know, man. Y'all, that term broken and fucking too strong is thrown around way too much. Motherfuckers are saying like adrenaline's fucking broken. Right? Motherfuckers are saying like fucking, that is crazy to me. Adrenaline and hope. Adrenaline is not broken, right? Hope is not fucking broken. If you want to throw anything in the too strong size broken category, throw Made for This in there because Made for This is fucking retarded. It makes you go 3% fucking faster, and on top of that, you get a 10-second endurance status effect for healing somebody. That's fucking stupid. Both of those status effects are very strong on their own, and they're tied to one fucking perk. So stop this fucking notion, all right? That Save the Best for Last is too goddamn strong. And I think I get why people are saying Save the Best for Last is too strong. Because there's nothing else they can point to. There's absolutely nothing else they can point to. They've nerfed Pop Goes the Weasel. They've nerfed Scorching Pain Resonance. They've nerfed Ruin. They've nerfed fucking Noed. They've nerfed Eruption. They've nerfed Call of Bryant. They've nerfed Overcharge. They've nerfed all these fucking perks. So there's not really anything else you can fucking point to, say, oh my god, that's too strong, except for Save the Best for Last. I hope to God they don't nerf Save the Best for Last. I love that goddamn perk. It's so fun. I even use it on killers that is not viable on like Legion, because it's just fun to just wipe your blade off fast and pressure people. Alright, anyway, bro. What do y'all think about Save the Best for Last? Do you think it's broken? Do you think it's too strong? Do you think it's too weak? Do you think it's just fine? Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyway, I'll see y'all niggas in the next video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. On top of that, subscribe to my second channel if you really like my content. That's the channel where I just play whatever game I want to. We'll upload whatever game I want to. It's really nice. I think you should go and stop by. Anyway, I'll see y'all niggas later. I'm out this bitch. Y'all have a good one. Bye! Gone. Rising up.